Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I feel so exposed right now because I am in my car. I'm just here because I have to go to work, but I park across, sometimes I park in the multi-story and sometimes I park in the car park across the road, and somehow I got really lucky, and as I was coming in, the very first parking spot was empty, and I wouldn't even mind the sign says it's full, so I didn't even think the barrier was going to come up for me, and it did. And yeah, so I feel very exposed because I feel like every single person walking is looking at me like right now like, oh my god, why does she have a camera on her dash? I am actually the worst fucking person to ever do YouTube in my life. I started Vlogmas, I don't know if anyone's seen, but I actually deleted the 2 videos because there's actually a few reasons. One, they were not Christmassy in the slightest. 2, when I was looking back on them, I absolutely hated them. And 3, in my last vlog, I actually had my driving test, which I failed, and I feel like I actually failed it unfairly because what I did to fail, I definitely deserved to fail. Don't get me wrong, but how incredibly horrible and like just passive aggressive the tester was worked me up so much that I feel like if I had just got a tester that just sat there, just asked me the questions and just got in my car with me and just let me drive, I would have passed it. I felt ready to pass. I felt like I'd done so much preparation to pass, so I really felt cheated. I felt so like sick to my stomach, and I was so annoyed at myself because I let myself get upset, if you get me. And not if it's too much TMI, because my YouTube analytics actually say more men watch me than women, which I think is wrong. Like, not that I think it's wrong that men are watching me, but I think the analytics are wrong. I think they're meant to be the other way around. But I was actually on my period the day of my test as well. I was on like day 3 of my period, so I was in the height of emotions. So like, don't get me wrong, like your man was so ignorant to me, and like, oh my god, like he worked me up so much. But like when I'm on my period, like once I start crying I don't stop, and I did my whole driving test crying. My whole driving test, I didn't stop crying once, not even for a second. I'm so embarrassed, honestly. It was the most embarrassing 40 minutes of my life. It was honestly so bad, and now I understand why there's people out there that are terrified to do their test. Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself though, I really am, because I really thought I was going to pass it, and I really feel like I could have passed it. But yeah, I just let everything get to me, and it's really annoying because 1, it's another €85, 2, it's another probably 2 or 3 months that I'm going to have to wait now, and 3, like it's just, I have to get to work. So like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter now, it's over, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to worry about it. And another reason as well was because, oh yeah, what I was saying though, it really upset me. So like for that whole day I was upset, so I didn't record anything else for Vlogmas bar I went to the hairdressers and I got my hair done, and then I missed like 3 or 4 days after that because I was just not in the right frame of mind. I was like, no, like I just need a few days to myself, just get over it. Like really, it was a traumatic. I know that sounds so dramatic, but I was actually very traumatized afterwards. It wasn't fun. And the worst part is my mom and my sister and her boyfriend that I'd never met came to surprise me afterwards. And because like my mom obviously probably thought I was going to pass because I'm driving every fucking day. Well, not every day, but I have to drive to work, and like I am not a bad driver. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. No one is when they're only starting out, but like I'm not a bad driver, and I definitely, not because of what I did, I deserved to fail, that's fine, but I feel like if I had had a tester that didn't make me so upset, I would have passed. But anyway, it doesn't matter, we're not going to be bitter. Even though I'm probably the most bitter person out there. Yeah, so that's why I kind of stopped doing Vlogmas, and like my videos just weren't Christmassy enough. And another reason was I thought when I passed my test I was going to be able to like go down to Waterford for like the Christmas, in the square they have all the Christmas stuff, the carousel, the little stalls and all, and I thought I'd be able to like, oh come spend the day with me, let's go Christmas shopping, and I could like go up to Gorey and come back down to Wexford and, you know, have the whole day. And like I could still do that, but it's not worth it. Like I only drive to work them back because it's just not worth it. And at least if I get stopped, I can say, look, I'm going to work, I can't afford to lose my job, all this stuff. But like, I know they could still say, oh well, that's tough, like, but still it's a better excuse than, oh well, I'm actually going shopping for my vlog or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I'm so sorry if anyone was looking forward to it. I'm sure the only people that were looking forward to my Vlogmas was my mum and Carla. But yeah, Vlogmas not happening for me this year. I will be vlogging like throughout December, and I probably will vlog Christmas Day because like I have a few bits planned for Christmas Day. But yeah, apart from that, Vlogmas is over. I'm going to insert the footage now that I had from Vlogmas Day 3. I did record before my driving test, after my driving test. I recorded a little bit in the hairdressers, so I will include it, not for it to be like wasted, but like just see how excited I was in the morning to do my test. I was not one bit nervous. Now don't get me wrong, when I was going into the test centre, all of a sudden I panicked, right? And then I went in the toilet and my instructor was like, there's the toilet there if you need to go in, do you want me to wait for you? And I was like, no, I'll be fine. I went into the toilet for about 5 minutes and I calmed myself down. I was like, you have this in the bag. I was like, you've done so many lessons. That week I'd done 3 driving lessons to spruce myself up. I was like, you've learned your questions off by heart. All the questions my instructor sent me, I learned off by heart, which sometimes isn't the best thing to do, because I was learning the question off by heart, and your man, some of the questions he worded differently, and then it kind of threw me, if you get me. But anyway, that's obviously not his fault. Like, that's just, I probably shouldn't have learned them off by heart fully. I probably should have been like, you know what I mean, like. But anyway, and like, do you know, I just knew, I was like, you know your own car. I was like, this is your car you're doing it in. You're driving it multiple days of the week. You know how to control this. I had my good driving shoes on. Oh, I really thought I had it. So just look at how confident I was. And then look what happened. Like, it can just be turned around like that by someone. And like, I hate people like that just completely knock your confidence. And just, like, he's seen how upset I was. He shouldn't have took me out. And like, I would have rather him say, look, Hollie, you're really upset, like maybe you should reschedule, or you know, like. But I don't know, he just continued to make me worse, which was worse, the fact that he's seen how upset I was, and he just kind of, I don't know, I think he just fed off it. It's really weird. Like, I got upset the minute I knew I had him. I got upset because I've heard so many bad things about him. I'm not gonna say who he is because I'm just not an idiot. But like, I had heard so many horrible things, and then when I got him, I really, like, my whole guard just fell down. Like, my walls just fell down, and like how horrible he was to me, I let it get to me. And that just annoys me so much, because that is not who I am at all. Like, I'm blaming my period. Honestly, I'm blaming my period. I know I'm not that weak. I know for a fact I'm not that fucking weak. So, period is being blamed. When I'm actually rebooking my test this week. When I rebook it, I'm actually going to try and see that I'm not on my fucking period, because, oh, I swear to God, I just let everything get to me, and it's annoying me. There's so much stigma about your driving test in Ireland, and honestly, if you fail the first time, you are not the first person, and you are not going to be the last person to fail. It is extremely hard to pass on your first go. You one, either have to get a tester that is like so easygoing and understands that people are nervous, or two, you just have to be such a good driver, because I think it's more the fear of the unknown for people, and that's why they fail on the first time. It's not because they're actually bad drivers. Like, I feel like I will have so like much more of a better chance my second time, because I know exactly what to expect. Do you know that way? So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling on now. I've actually been talking for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Oh, stop. Future me that is editing is going to hate myself. I'm gonna add the footage of Vlogmas Day 3 into here, and I hope you all enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. I didn't actually end Vlogmas Day 3 because I was just having such a shit day. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. Oh my god, I'm so dark. I promise in 1 second I literally won't be. What is going on? It is the morning of my driving test and I'm so ready for this, which is so weird because anyone that knows me knows I'm literally just going to turn my car around before I go, obviously, or I won't be going anywhere. But anyone that knows me knows I'm literally such a warrior. I hope my camera doesn't fall and break. That's the last thing I need today. But anyone that knows me knows I'm literally the biggest warrior of life. So the fact that I'm not nervous by this is just crazy. I don't know how I'm like dealing with my life right now. I can't see a fucking thing. I just hit the fence. Oh, the morning of my driving test, I literally just hit the fence. How am I expecting to pass my driving test? I can't even turn the fucking car around the driveway. Anyway, I literally can't believe it's the morning of my test. I'm actually so excited. I feel so ready, girls, but if I fail, it is not the end of the world. What's the worst thing that'll happen? He'll say, look, not today, I'm so sorry you failed. Here's where you went wrong. See you on your merry way. And I'll go get my hair done later on and I'll feel better instantly. So I bought my M plate about 2 weeks ago. I'm really manifesting this, girls, by the way. I've been manifesting this since February. So like in the back of my little head I am actually expecting to pass. Because of that, I'm gonna go now. It's only 10 to 8. My lesson's not till 9 o'clock. But I think I'm gonna run up to where the hardest reverse around the corner is. I know where it is, and just practice it maybe 2 or 3 times before, because I know there's no tests on now and there's no lessons till 9, so there'll be absolutely no one around. So I might just do that, even though I feel like I have it in the bag. I couldn't do it and then all of a sudden, actually no, I could do it, right? When I first started to learn to drive, I was doing it in a 7-seater, a big Hyundai 7-seater, and I could reverse around the corner like it was nobody's fucking business. Then I stopped driving for a while, COVID happened and all that shit, and then I started to do lessons in a Fiesta, because that's what Gwen has, and that's what I was driving, because my stepdad had a Fiesta and I was driving his car. Then I went down another notch. I got a fucking Mini. I was gonna say, can we get any smaller than Mini? There is smaller cars than a Mini, but like, come on now. And I couldn't do it in a Mini. I couldn't do it in a Mini, but I could do it in a fucking bus. I don't know, but I've mastered it now. I hope. Fingers crossed. I'm in a really good mood and I'm gonna stay that way, and just go into it with confidence. So it's later on now. I failed my test. Oh, I'm raging. Honestly, I'm so raging. I had the worst experience though, but I'm honestly, like, I'm not even going to talk about it because it's not even worth talking about. It will be reported. That's how traumatizing it was. But yeah, I just got a fucking dog basically who like ate me over the most stupidest things. Yeah, we're not even going to talk about it. I failed it, that's fine. I'm going to reapply for it, of course, and please God I will pass the second time. It's not the end of the world. Like, I swear to God, the amount of people that fail on their first test is just, it's a lot. Like, it took my mum 3 goes, and I wouldn't even mind. My mum and my sister came to surprise me afterwards, because like my mum was like so sure I was going to pass it. And it was really funny because I failed it. I knew where I had failed my test, and she had failed exactly where I had failed at a red light, and she actually failed at the exact red light that I failed at. So that's funny, but we're not going to dwell on it. I am raging, I'm like a fucking dog, but do you know what, it's fine. I kind of knew going in as well. Like, I was fine all week. I was fine this morning, I was fine in the car, and then the minute I got into the test centre I got really panicky and I got so overwhelmed. I got all like cold sweats, I had to go to the bathroom, I got all dizzy. So I kind of knew I wasn't in the right frame of mind, if you get me. But you know what, it's fine. I'm still going to drive around. I still have to get to work. So what's going on? Just going to get changed now and get ready to go to the hairdresser. I'm getting my hair done today. I'm so excited. My roots are actually just scandalous. That's disgusting. And my hair is just in a big fucking nest. It's actually terrible. Later on, I have to do some content for a Carter Beauty giveaway. So I will be posting this video the day it is going up because it's Vlogmas day 3, and I will be posting that giveaway tonight as well. So when you are watching this video, go onto my Instagram and enter that giveaway. It's not going to be up long. Love you all so much. Please like, share, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.